What's good, everybody? Mr. Your boy Jay in the building. We is back again with another video. Now, before we get this video started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys share this video. We is finally here, man. First game of the year. Norfolk State versus FAMU, man. I'll get to what I think about this game after the game. Let's go ahead and get right to it. This was a real good game last night. Norfolk State almost pulled off the upset, but let's go ahead and just get right on to it, man.
Winning the starting job over who was assumed to be the incumbent, Otto
Let's
Coombs.
get to it.
And size stands out. When you see him, he has a presence about him. He's a complete 6'5" guy that can move around in the pocket as well. Tremendous presence for Norfolk State.
Jalen Daniel, he ain't play bad.
With the carry, I'll tell you.
He'll be tested against a very stingy defense.
First pass attempt for the Spartans, and it is complete to Elijah Mitchell.
It's a real good, entertaining game.
And in motion, and they hand it.
Listen. Norfolk State almost ran FAMU off the field last night.
82-yard sprint to the end zone.
Norfolk State was busting their ass.
First score of the season for the Spartans in 2020.
Punched them in the mouth first quarter. You hear me?
Against Florida A&M, they pull the guard around. That's Jaden Bryant, big number 62, and the rest is King in a foot race to the end zone. Spartans on the board first.
They feature a transfer quarterback in Danial Richardson.
Here we go.
Graduate out of Miami, and the first play from scrimmage, and they hand it off. Really nowhere to go for Levante Somerset as he was stuffed early on.
Danial Richardson's the real deal. I'm not gonna hold y'all. He's the real deal.
Some of the words that they
didn't look like that in the first quarter.
His style of play, making the right decisions with the football.
Daniel Richardson, yes, absolutely.
From last year's championship team with playing experience. A penalty on the play as Somerset on the carry.
Might have been some movement down.
In Death Valley. 1st and 15 after the penalty. And the carry, and really nowhere to go. Controlling the line of scrimmage and being big up front is something.
And take a snap under center for the run, but if you can't push the pile, you can't be a run-first team, especially against a defense like Norfolk State, which is collapsed in the pocket.
Richardson rolling to his right and incomplete through the hands of his intended target.
And Norfolk, listen, the first quarter,
guys,
Norfolk State brought it to him.
Up front as well.
Norfolk State brought it to him.
Richardson down the field, deep into
that should have got picked.
That should have got Spartan jerseys around him. Dangerous throw.
That should have got
down
picked.
We're going to be able to finish this year. After that opening statement that the Spartans made back on the field for their second possession, Jacquez Jones, the pass incomplete on the outside to the graduate out of Orlando, Florida.
You got to make that throw.
On 2nd and 10.
I like Jacquez Jones
once more. This time,
I like Jacquez Jones.
Xavier Evans as we send it down to Quick Kesnick. He's got more on Dolphin.
Well, 6 of their 8 losses were one-score games in the.
Or try a very low-risk pass.
Well, last time it was 3rd down, the 82-yard scamper for a touchdown, and another big run here
on 3rd down. That's ridiculous.
From Xavier Evans.
You can't allow that on 3rd down.
One of those guys coming back had PT
run on 3rd and long.
23-yard pickup for Evans. And they hand the ball off again. This time, really nowhere to go. As Cameron Donald, one of the new faces, 4th in FCS in stopping the run. Only giving up 94 yards on the ground. Here, the Spartans taking full advantage as Kayvon King gets across midfield and into Rattlers. 1st and 10 now. Jalen Daniels hands it off once again, having success up the middle and going right to the teeth of the defense from Florida A&M. Xavier Evans.
Move him across the formation and just ask him to pick a hole. Same play. They ran the same play consecutive times, little hump motion by the tight end. They're crowding.
Norfolk State thus far averaging 16 yards per carry on the ground. Once again, the rushing attack
they've been running the same play the last 5-6 plays. They've been running the same play.
Incredibly valuable to this group. Most
same motion,
according to
same
the
hole,
coaches.
just go.
And this
They've been
time,
running the same play the last six plays.
King, who was closing in on 100 yards, is past the century mark.
Need to do crowd the box,
100 yards in the first quarter, bro.
Some running room.
10th play of the drive right here. Daniel's deciding to keep it himself on 1st and goal. And did the ball come out? But they say Daniels was
game.
Well, this Rattler defense has to figure out something here.
He's telling them to pick a hole right and go.
Spartan rushing attack.
He's telling them, yo, pick a hole and go.
Here from the 1-yard line. They're going to try to push it in. Jalen Daniels, he gets across the goal line.
Norfolk State had a game plan.
No call has been made, and there it is.
Hey, man.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Norfolk State Spartans. Jalen Daniels scoring his first touchdown.
Easy, you know, the Philly push, as you like to see, and they get there, and he's in the end zone quickly.
I'm telling you, man.
And how fitting they cap it off by running the ball right up the middle. Garrison Wheatley, the Fort A&M, after that highlight
one time that whole drive.
HBCU National Championship.
They only threw the ball twice in the first quarter. They threw the ball twice.
This is the Celebration Bowl offensive MVP. First time we're seeing Kelvin Dean. Kelvin Dean Jr. was a big part of that success.
They walk down the Bison. I think one of the keys is going to be this line of scrimmage.
FAMU is going to need
showing that they are physical, making them earn everything.
If they're going to get back to the Celebration Bowl.
Florida A&M, the 25th ranked team in all of FCS, trailing by 2 touchdowns here on 1st and 10. Daniel Richardson looks down the field, stays down the field, and throws it. The nearest target was Jalen Ward, but incomplete at 2nd down.
Like I said, the first quarter, Richardson
become very inaccurate and ineffective.
Undersized quarterback at 5'10", and he decides to keep it, calls his own number, shows
He's
up.
trying to run him over.
Losing run there by Daniel Richardson. Miami area hotbed for football in the state of Florida. Hands it off here on 1st and 10. And A.J. Richardson on the stop.
And he's playing with the purpose, just a sophomore, but one of the best in FCS football.
On the backfield now, Thad Franklin, but instead the play action, and it's
that was crazy. That play was crazy.
And Kobe Gross picks up the 1st down and more.
That was nice.
27 yards at Florida State. Richardson with time has
that was a throw, boy. That was a throw.
And it's a touchdown.
That was a throw.
Thad Franklin, who we saw enter the game on this possession.
And you know what?
The
That's the difference between,
and the Rattlers
having a quarterback that can throw. Like, you need a quarterback that can throw when you're down 14
a lot of green jerseys there, but tremendous concentration.
All that running that Norfolk State was doing is good.
So hold
but
on to the football.
What happens when you're down about 14
that was the easy part.
And you have
there
to
were a number of
call it like
I see it.
That's what you have to
call
do.
it like I see it.
The Spartans open again, just like they have done all game with a run, this time from Kyron Benjamin. First time that we of 10 yards or more so far tonight. Once again, they give it to Benjamin, and Benjamin will carry on 1st down out to the 40-yard.
Another person in the box. Right now, they're not doing it again.
Yeah, like, I don't understand why they need to have 7 people in the box, bro. You got to force them to throw the ball.
That front 7.
I didn't like what they were doing.
I'm only dealing with 6 in the box, and I don't have to worry about that safety from up high. Then you can almost pick how you're going to get there.
Listen.
Hold here, though, on
second,
3rd down and a big stand.
The last 3 quarters, bro, they figured it out.
And Gassett is one of those guys who joined the program last year. Can the speedster make something of this return off the punt? He's got a chance to do something with it. And Jamari Gassett pointing out.
I don't know what happened there. Like, I thought they heard a whistle.
Across midfield, and great starting field position for Florida A&M.
Jeremy Gassett was on one last night too, though. He was on one.
By a score. Daniel Richardson.
Give me the ball.
Time has a man open in some space, and the pass is complete.
I like it.
Jamari Gassett set up this drive after that one out. And right now, Richardson, you talk about that glue, 3 passes for 20-plus yards. This time he's going for it again. And great pass breakup by Devon Allen in the end zone. An Aeneas Williams Award watch coverage. Let's see what the Virginia Beach native does here on 2nd down. And nowhere to go but backwards. And nice tackle
front seven
by
for Norfolk
Keyshawn
State
Lynch.
play well.
3rd and long. The line to gain, the 9-yard line of the Spartans, and set up a little screen and let Thaddeus Franklin try to do the rest, but a number of green jerseys right around him. Attempt for Cameron Gillis, who has been an accurate leg for the Rattlers throughout his career. It's good. And FAMU puts 3 more points of academic ineligibility.
That could be a storyline there. If Norfolk State wins this game, School's going to get that job back.
Well, right now, they're winning the battle on the ground, and no whistle there as King lost the ball on the turf. Opening game of the season. King again trying to bounce to the outside. Deco Wilson, one of the tacklers, to bring him down.
Just give him the ball.
Along with Braylon Oliver.
I don't know why they stopped giving him the ball. I don't understand.
Here on 2nd down and driven backward.
The second half,
the tackle for loss,
James
Ash. First time we've called his name tonight. One of those guys who was and 7. And let's see what the Spartans dial up here. They've had success on 3rd down. Daniels thought about it, double clutch, then completes it to Jones. What a move! Jack has Jones.
I like Jones, bro.
The yards after catch by Jones or Jones.
And he little too.
As he's
he little, but hey,
Jones.
Well, they feel like he's a big kid coming over from Lane College out of the SIAC Division II. Meanwhile, Kyron Benjamin full steam ahead, and Benjamin brought down by Braylon Oliver. 5 yards on the ground for Norfolk State tonight, and they're going to continue to add to that total. Bounce it to the outside, trying to cut back in, and a 1st down picked up by Benjamin. He's down at the 26-yard line. The new offensive coordinator had great success at Alcorn State, and now he's got the recipe for success early on here, as he's got a stable of running backs that he can count on, along with that great offensive line.
Oh, yeah, somebody's helmet stuck in
thus far in this game.
That's wild.
9 yards on average per carry for the Spartans, and King, who's wrapped up and brought down a few Rattler defenders there. Andre Powell Jr. among them.
Only be down by 4 right now with the team running the ball that's effectively. They're fortunate.
King already, who's amassed a career high, and he's stuffed there on 3rd and 2, however. And again, we've seen a couple of holds from Florida A&M. This time, Davion Westmoreland, the transfer out of King. Dawson Odoms electing to go for the 35-yard field goal. Grandin Wilcox, and the bobble snap. This was an issue
a game changer
that we heard about.
That right there was a game changer.
Pre-game.
That right there,
like, got more on that.
Man. You got to get that together.
Through warm-ups, they had an issue with low snaps.
You got to get that together.
In fact, the last extra point they kicked in warm-ups, older, and so they don't go for it on 3rd and 2. They bowl the ball back to the holder, and the first really break.
Colsey, the 3rd. He played for Bobby Bowden and Mickey Andrews on that defense, and then was also an excellent baseball player as well from 93 to 97. So imagine field goal as time expired. And the Norfolk State Spartans do some of the same as complete to the outside. Jamari Gassett had absolutely nowhere to go.
Could you imagine? Don't
playoff Florida A&M going on to become the HBCU national champions on 3rd and 10. And Daniel Richardson just trips over his own feet because he had a little space to vie for that first.
To all of the 35-year-olds, don't be too late ordering your tickets and end up sitting on the front row, because all the young people know how to order tickets online. But the movie is called 1992.
Tyrese.
It's a heist film. Ray Liotta's.
Tyrese was there last night. Okay.
Man in motion, 2nd and 10. Jalen Daniels
Good one.
hands it off to Kevon King, and King with a pickup of 3. Correction, that's Evans instead, a little pushing and shoving going.
Pedal. If not, Florida A&M will probably call another timeout and try and force the Spartans to punt.
Keep it on the ground and running into the teeth of the defense.
That's how much respect they have for FAMU front seven,
the
right?
first
They
to the ball carrier.
They running at them even on
10.
3rd down, on 3rd and 8.
In FBS football,
I don't know why they didn't throw the ball.
Of course, the Big Ten as well. Pass complete there to Jalen Rogers. A pickup of 4. And the Rattlers will try to run quick offense.
Make some throws. You have to throw the ball. Let's see what Daniel Richardson is made of right now.
And remember, folks, no timeouts for the Rattlers, so a wise pass and catch and step out of bounds by Jamari Gassett.
The ball, 15 seconds pretty much on the clock. When the clock is stopped, you can really dial up a good play.
Another completion when it comes out.
Listen, the awareness by
Jamari Gassett had it, but it was dislodged.
The awareness by Lee.
By the Spartans tackler. We'll see who comes up with it.
Man,
they're trying to clear the pile. And
if Norfolk State would have got that,
trying to see what his group can do.
If Norfolk State would have got that with the way the game was going,
you mentioned there,
boy.
And that's a good legal hit.
I think that was Tariq Miles who may have.
Hey, man, that's a
what do you do? How aggressive are you now?
Y'all need to give that O-lineman a hug.
You don't want to give Norfolk State the ball back.
Give that man a hug.
Looking and bounces it as Richardson takes a shot. Kelvin Dean
now,
is coming out of the backfield.
Instead of Norfolk State.
Okay, let me test your knowledge on
FAMU side of the field.
That are out
they got a chance to punt it. And now
both bands played Get It Sexy.
Man,
that's what
it fits. Okay. It works.
Boy, oh boy.
Fun times already as back to game action, and Daniel Richardson picks up the first down wisely, slides down, and 33 yards for Jalen Daniels. And Richardson, who you said had an opportunity to submit his legacy, replacing Jeremy Musa. Great throw there, and the completion to Jalen Ward. So back-to-back first to a rhythm, Jay.
And it was a little bit surprising because we thought they wanted him to go out here and win the game. He was a manager, and then he showed that he can win the game. And you look at Norfolk State, we thought that they really needed Jay to show that he can deliver the ball all over the field.
Well, he is leading the 25th ranked team in FCS to start the season.
That's a hell of a throw. That's a hell of a throw. On the run, too. That's a hell of a throw.
For the score.
That's a hell of a throw.
55 yards out.
That's a hell of a throw, boy. That's, boy.
Teron, his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, this double move right here. And Mallory peeks at the receiver's hips. Good job by Gassett. Give him a dead leg, stutter go.
That move again? Hold on. You see that move again? Boy.
55 yards out.
That was, woo-wee.
Teron, his first touchdown of the season.
Yeah, just look at this double move right here. And Mallory peeks at the receiver's hips. Good job by Gassett, giving him a little dead leg, stutter go. That much separation, easy throw, big play for Florida A&M. And quarterback, that's a team that's going to make a deep run.
With a good secondary like that, sometimes you got to pull off the double move.
The big pass here from Jalen Daniels, and great body control from the
he should have scored on that.
Cameron Thomas.
You got to stay on your feet, son.
The JUCO
with a huge play.
Oh, you got to stay on your feet. That should have been a touchdown.
To the offensive coordinator, wanting big, explosive plays. They've gotten it on the ground, and they're through the air as well. Back-to-back completions for Daniels this time.
If you get single coverage.
We love the decision-making of Jalen Daniels, and the RPO, he tucks it and runs, lunges out, and picks up about 3 or 4 yards on the carry.
But you can't afford an interception or a sack.
Daniels looking to his left, then goes to his right. Scrambles outside the pocket, avoids one tackler, still on his feet, and then brought down. Still well short of the first down marker, and the field goal unit will trot on to time a 29-yard attempt for Wilcox. This time, snap good, hold good, And field goal is good. Tie ball game at 17 apiece.
At least they got that one.
You're not really
tie game.
left out
tie
at
game
number
in the third,
13
man.
or 14 because you're not one of the best teams in the country. So I think the College Football Playoff Committee did a good job getting it right with the expansion.
Q, what's your thoughts, my man?
I think the first couple weeks of the season are going to be chaotic and unpredictable because of the kind of a crazy September, I believe.
Hey, Q, what'd you think about my Gimme 5 when I said, what about the coaches portal? I mean, this is going to be the first time in a while, like in the HBCU ranks, you don't have a Buddy Pugh. In the FBS ranks, you don't have a Nick.
Jim Harbaugh, no longer at Michigan. The reigning champs of last year.
That's great. That pocket
Danial
awareness.
Richardson continuing to lead on the field.
I like the way he's
Florida
moving in the pocket
as
too.
The pass complete to Cody
like
Gross.
That's great work by him.
Position to see potentially one of the greatest years of college football with this new college football playoff expansion.
Let's go back. Let's make it relate to what we've seen here in the HBC level. You remember when the SWAC decided to move their championship game from a neutral site, and you think that's not going to be a real whiteout up there? I mean, it could be some memorable scenes for the upcoming future of college football.
On 2nd and 7, and the pass complete, and the first down picked up by Thaddeus Franklin Jr. Tackle made yesterday.
Yes, I saw him walking around as well today, so he's here to support his beloved Spartan.
Franklin on the carry. Let's go back to O'Quinn because he helped Norfolk State make that great run during the NCAA tournament. You saw Howard playing in the NCAA tournament in the last couple of years. Daniel Richardson's got a man. He should have caught that.
He should have caught that.
And it's incomplete.
He should have caught that.
Goes right out of Acion Cobb. Ace Cobb makes that catch
right there. Right in his hands. He should have caught that.
Richardson quickly out.
You got to make the tackle right
there. With some moves, first down.
If you make the tackle right there, that's fourth.
Keep on marching down the field after that 11-yard catch and run.
Yeah, nice.
Under Willie Simmons on the previous staff, he said conceptually we're going to be similar. We want to keep some continuity. You see them going through the air more, but the pressure able to avoid and get the ball out still.
Daniel Richardson is nice, bro.
And the way he avoids.
He played very well in this game.
Joe Henry. Joe Henry, who
played very well.
Believes this group is uber talented. And a flag on the play. We'll see if this one comes back. With Willie Simmons between Florida A&M and Prairie View A&M, but when he was around with Kendall Briles, Bobby Petrino and company, as Richardson once more avoiding pressure, has a man in the back of the end zone, and Jamari.
Dog, this man Richardson is the real deal, bro.
Back on top. Touchdown.
He's really like that. I like him. I like him. I like him, bro. I like him. I like him.
Daniel Richardson to go for Florida A&M. They've got to do a better job of not hurting themselves.
Play action down the field. Kendall
that should have been picked.
There, running step for step with Cameron Thomas.
Did the same play last
year with 14, and it's this moment get to them. Instead, focus on what you've been working for leading up to this point.
They're on the island. It's got tremendous speed, size, and experience.
Yeah, man, listen.
And what I'd say is if Kenny Gallup is the 5th best player NFL prospect, those got to be some real good players ahead of him because we know Kenny Gallup is a baller and NFL scouts are there all day. But you're starting to stay together. And right now, the defense needs to help out and make a stop because this offense has slowed down a lot. The defense just makes a stop so Florida A&M cannot increase this lead.
Pass complete and final play of the third quarter to Jamari Gassett. Florida A&M, who took the lead here in this third.
Good job, men's in the game. And that last touchdown was a broken play. It was him just making a play. So I'm glad he's on our team.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks so much. And we heard him in the locker room.
And each scenario can still happen.
Richardson who's found the touch after a slow start. Jalen Rogers with a 14-yard reception. He gave me a little Bernie Mac feeling there. Proud of y'all, proud of y'all, proud of y'all. Well, right now he's got to be proud of this Florida A&M football team And his new quarterback in Danial Richardson wisely throwing it away with nowhere to go on first down, because there are a lot of...
All right, we're going to take a punch from them, and we got to battle back and forth, but we're going to find a way to win. And you know how to challenge your team. Nice throw.
Out of the backfield, and there's some laundry on the field in the process of that. Quan Lee.
Holding, offense, number 62, 10-yard penalty, remains second down.
Well, that negates a 23 new pieces, a lot of transition for this Florida A&M football team.
And you have to say, when you lost Willie Simmons, it's a great effort by Carter. One of those plug-and-play transfers, tight end. Carter to keep it going and add their own little wrinkle to it. Right now, Florida A&M's off to a pretty good start.
Oh, come here.
Indeed, and busting through the middle of the field, that's Kelvin Dean. And Dean, one of those products that Colsey and...
So they protected the quarterback, and then they started...
Look at this. Look at the second half numbers. Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit. Hold on.
Right now, Florida A&M's off to a pretty good start.
Indeed, and busting through the middle of the field, that's Kelvin Dean. And Dean, one of those products that Colsey and...
You see that? Hey, Norfolk State, I'm going to tell you this. Y'all going to lose a lot of games because this is the same shit that y'all went through last year. The same thing. We're going to need to go ahead and fix that.
Protected the quarterback.
We need to get that together.
They started winning the battle at the line of scrimmage on run plays.
We need to get that together, fellas.
Down the Norfolk State defense.
And fumble on the field, and it looked like Norfolk State recovered it. The ball carrier lost it. And Eric Ivory is excited coming to the sideline.
I mean, this is a huge play. Look at the ball security and just getting the...
That was Levante Jacobs. The interior tackle up front for the Norfolk State Spartans. And so...
When you know a team wants to run the football, so the last thing you want to do is get caught into a stunt. And once they eliminate that, things happen. So kind of to prove the point there.
Central Michigan and FAU, and now he's watching on.
You're going to see how much time they take off from the clock, though.
And Jalen Daniels picking up the third down. You know, they started strong on third down conversions, 3 of 3. And since...
If the running game is there, take it, but protect the football.
Well, the handoff
to the running back run down the field, dog.
That's where they had success early in this ball game, and in one quarter alone. Career high tonight for him as Daniels finds Thomas, and Cameron Thomas just about a yard or two short.
No sacks, and you need a positive play.
Daniels back, going for it all, one-on-one coverage on the outside, and the adjustment. What a play. We've seen that not once, but twice.
Your apology on the
he was getting money last
previous play. Great job of adjusting.
He was getting
Look at the ball skills. You get him matched up against Jamil Sanders, who's more of a safety than he is a cornerback.
That penalty is
a good job in space by Tom.
Cam Thomas tonight closing in on 100 yards receiving. Jalen Daniels, who's already picked up one on the ground. And let's go to our rules expert, Bill Lamagnier. Would you have called on 2nd and goal? King got in one time, and guess what? He's in again.
They took off like 5-6 minutes off the clock.
Rushing touchdown of the night. They call him Squirm. He squirmed it.
You want it if you really don't want it.
This is insane.
Oh, that one is blocked, and that's going to be huge right there. Instead of tying up the ball game, special teams coming through, getting a hand on.
A lot of whistles. Are they? I see Kendall Bowler.
They're saying it's going to be offsides.
Defense, number 3. That penalty force after distance and goal will retry.
So, to try to take the lead.
They should have went for the one. Hey, listen. I like this move, though.
Shifting, and he's brought down.
Let me tell you something. Listen, let me tell you something about this play. Whether they listen, I like the fact that Norfolk State went for this. Listen, they were already predicted to lose the game. They had nothing to lose. Listen, when you're the underdog going up against one of the top teams in the country, sometimes you go for stuff like this, man. I like the call.
Eric Horn.
I like the call.
Again.
Holding tight. I don't like the play call, but I like the fact that they went for it.
And a huge play from Eric Horn.
I don't like the play call.
Yes, sir.
They should have gave it to King again.
Dedicated, for the history of the black college experience and their impact on the game is to be commended as well. Here come the play coming up right now, Tiff. Now, this is
all third downs in this one. Daniel Richardson has helped to deliver. And now, there he is. He's got his man as the pass is complete into Kobe Gross.
Big.
So good enough.
Big.
Coach Willie Simmons said, hey, look, I knew this was a guy who could take over this program and continue to build on this blueprint that I've established. Dad Franklin up ahead for a couple of yards. The mob. And right now, the mob has held it down. And he's looking for a little bit of
that was a great cut. That was a great cut.
Behind the mob, clearing
that was a great cut.
Mob deep up front. You think about that.
Running backs that weigh 220, 220 plus in the game.
So they can cycle through a stable of running backs as Kelvin Dean gains 4 yards.
And be prepared to call a timeout.
2-minute timeout right after this play, as again slipping through is Kelvin Dean, but a flag comes out as well. Now on 3rd and 2.
Third down.
After that 2-minute timeout, Norfolk State needing to come up with the big stop here. And this is a free play as it's heaved up.
Couple penalties.
And another one's going to come out. So
offside. Defense, number 92. That penalty is declined. Pass interference. Defense, number 21. That penalty enforced at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
What's their strategy here, Jay?
Run the football if you're Florida A&M. Safe ball security. Now you take a knee. See if Norfolk State is going to use that timeout. But I don't think they
get the first down.
1:45 remaining. Florida A&M keeps it on the ground. And Franklin goes down, picks up the first down.
That's it. That's game.
And once the ball is spotted, the clock will keep winding down. When you think about who saw his team again put up a valiant effort, but Florida.
That's game right there. Listen, key things to take away from this game, man. Danial Richardson played very well, very, very, very well. I think he's the real deal, and he threw it on a very talented secondary. This is a real good secondary that he threw on. What I saw, I think he saw. I saw that he threw. Well, I think like 285, 286, something like that. I think he was 22 of 30. Calvin King, they should have kept giving the ball to him. I think he had almost 150 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. He ran the ball for more yards than Norfolk State had passing yards. But listen, Jalen Daniels played well enough to win this game. I think they should have threw the ball a little more, but they had a lot of third down conversions, so I'm not mad at it. Listen, ultimately, the front seven for FAMU, they got to figure that out. They got to figure that out because Norfolk State stopped giving the ball to King, and I think that's what was the game changer. But the fumble in the second quarter by FAMU, if Norfolk State would have got that, that could have been a game changer. But ultimately, man, listen, FAMU just found a way to win the game. It was talent over chemistry in this game. It was really talent over chemistry. You know that Norfolk State had a lot of players that came back. especially on the 5 guys on the line with the running backs and and the defense. Ultimately, FAMU came out with a W. Shout out to FAMU, but Daniel Richardson is the real deal. I think he's gonna win a lot of games for FAMU. The way he moves in the pocket, how accurate he was, he's big enough to escape pressure. He's nice. I like him. Shout out to FAMU for the win.